Hi everybody, it's Becky Lombardi with day 14 of my Bliss Warrior 90-day video challenge, and I just want to share a little testimonial, I guess, if you will, about something that I experienced 31 years ago when I had my son. He was born with heart problems, and they basically told us that he wouldn't live through the night. I can't tell you how devastating that was at the time, to know that your child wasn't going to make it. Long story short, I remember just crying through the night, or just, thinking, why is this happening? And the next morning I woke up and I had a peace about me, and it was almost like God was telling me that everything was going to be okay, that he was going to be fine. I just, grabbed a hold of that peace and that thought that I had, and I thought, okay, he's going to be okay. I'm going to believe that. I'm going to receive it, and I'm going to act on that. And anyway, my doctor came in that had delivered him, and he also had tied my tubes because I had a daughter that's like 4 years older, and I wanted to just, me and my husband decided we just wanted 2 children. So I had my tubes tied, and he came in and said, we can undo those, because he didn't say it, but you could tell that he was basically implying that since Jarrett wouldn't probably live, that you would probably want to have another child. Well, I told him, I said, no, I don't need him done. He's going to be fine. And so, long story short, he was in the hospital for about 90 days. Excuse me, my nose is itching. For 90 days. For 3 months he was in there. He had 3 surgeries. When we brought him home, they were still saying, they didn't know about his lifespan and all that. And when he was 2.5, they were going to have to do open heart. They did open heart surgery at 2.5. They did, when he was 12.5, he had a second open heart surgery. And when he was 19, he had his third. Well, he's 31 years old today. And, to look at him, you would think he's a healthy person, other than his scars that he has. He does have to go back for checkups, and he does have to make sure that everything's doing fine. He may have to have one more surgery, but I tell him, none of us are guaranteed tomorrow. We always have to live in the now and just make every day, the most of every day that we have. He also, he's living in Austin. He always wanted to be an editor, have something to do in the movie industry, and that's what he's doing. He's living his dream. I'm very proud of him. I also have a daughter that was, when she was 2, she was diagnosed with she has asthma very bad, and she grew up to be a respiratory therapist, so I'm very proud of her. Basically, I just want to share that short story to show how whenever you believe in something wholeheartedly, with everything that you have, and have faith, and know that everything's going to be all right, or whenever you start to do something, don't let anything come in your way. If you have a dream, if you have, we can do all things that we want to, as long as we put our mind to them. I'm not saying that I could make Jarrett, make him okay. I couldn't do that, only God can. But I know that whenever he was a child, that I would speak over him positive things all the time. A lot of people would try to put negative thoughts in my mind about, he can't do this or he can't do that. And I'd say, no, he can do anything that he wants to. And I would try to instill that on him, in his spirit, that you can do, as long as you have the faith that we drive ourselves. And I believe that. I know that a lot of times it's proven that whenever somebody's, terminally ill, whether they have the